Welcome back to another English lesson. I am Brent. I've been an English teacher in the United States for 20 years. The goal of this channel is to help you improve your English. And the goal of today's video is to help you improve your English with the Beatles. When I am learning a foreign language, one of my favorite activities to do is to listen to music. In my opinion, it isn't the most effective, but it might be the most fun. So every once in a while, instead of reading or listening to my podcast, I will throw on a song. I am still getting the language into my brain, but I'm also having fun doing it. And one of my favorite groups is the Beatles. I've liked them ever since I was a little kid. So let's learn some English terms with the Beatles. The first song I picked was a song called Paperback Writer. We actually don't use the term paperback writer here in the United States, but we do use the term paperback, and that is a type of book. This is a paperback book. We might call this flimsy. You can bend it easily. The opposite of a paperback book is a hardcover book. Those are a little sturdier and they're also more expensive. You could also read something on your iPad. We would call that an ebook. Now, I don't dare play more than one line at a time. I don't want this video taken down, but let's listen to the first line together. Okay, his son is working for the Daily Mail. That is a newspaper in England. We don't get the Daily Mail here. We might get the New York Times here in the United States. But Paul McCartney also says it's a steady job. If something is steady, you can count on it. You can be sure that it will be there for you. If the job is steady, you probably make about the same amount of money each week. You probably get the same amount of hours. If the job isn't steady, you might never know exactly when you're working. Thankfully, I'm a teacher. I consider it a steady job. I work the same amount of hours every week. I bring home the same amount of money. I just like that part of the song. Nothing really to learn there. But I need a break and I want to be a paperback writer. All right, Paul there says, I need a break. When we say this in English, it means you need some good luck. You need things to go the right way for you. If somebody suddenly becomes famous, we might say they have had their big break. You have probably heard the word break and think bad things like, oh, my phone just broke. Broke is the past tense of break. But here, break is a good thing. Maybe I just need one lucky break and this YouTube channel will gain more subscribers. Hey, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet and you're learning something from it, you might want to. And if you've already subscribed, thank you. Maybe hit that like button. As you can see, I'm home now. And on my way home, I stopped and got my vaccine. So I got the first of 2 shots right there. It didn't hurt too bad. I have to go back in a few weeks to get the next shot to be fully vaccinated. But I am pretty happy that hopefully I can go back to living a normal life, and I hope everyone can get back to a normal life as soon as possible. Wearing a mask all the time is a pain in the neck, isn't it? When something is not fun, we can call it a pain in the neck. The next song I would like to do is called We Can Work It Out. Did you notice that? This has nothing to do with English, but John is the one seated and Paul is the one standing. As Paul was singing, John was making faces at the camera, that's what we call it in English when you're just playing around with the camera. And Paul is singing, trying to be serious, but you can see catches John out of the corner of his eye, just like the side right here. You don't look at it fully. You see it out of the corner of your eye. And then Paul starts smiling because he knows what John is doing. That seems improvised. If something is improvised, it wasn't planned. And it seems that Paul realized that in real time as it happened. I'll play it again. Watch Paul's face. There it is. There it seems smiling like that. We can work it out. We can work it out. Okay, we can work it out. It's kind of a phrasal verb there, work out. You might know work out as in going to the gym, lifting weights, getting buff, getting swole. That's what we call it when people build their muscles, getting buff, getting swole. But it can also mean when you have a problem and you try to fix it. This song is clearly about two people in a relationship. They once loved each other, but now they are starting to fight. When Paul sings, we can work it out, he means we can make everything better. We can work together to try to work it out, try to fix things. Life is very short, and there's no time for fussing and fighting, my friend. They just talked about fussing and fighting. You'll often hear the verb fussing when talking about a baby who's not really crying, but you can tell they're unhappy. This is usually before babies can actually talk. The mother or the father might say, "Oh, they're fussy. I wonder what they want. Are they hungry? Did they need to go to sleep?" That's the way you will hear fussing in the United States. But in this song, it seems like it's almost like fighting, maybe small arguments, fussing and fighting. I don't think we use it this way anymore in the United States, but fussing might also be called complaining. Try to see it my way. Only time will tell if I am right or I am wrong. Only time will tell. You will hear this often in English. It means you have to give it time. You have to wait and see if it will work. Only time will tell if you become a master at English. It takes a long time. In the next song, what do you say we do I Am the Walrus? I am he as you are, me, and we are all together. Yellow matter custard, dripping from a dead dog's eye. Okay, so he just sang yellow matter custard dripping from a dead dog's eye. If you know what that means, please leave it in the comments. I don't really know. It sounds like a dog has passed away and there's stuff dripping from his eye. All right, next line. I am the Eggman. I am the Eggman. I am the Walrus. All right, so he just said, I am the Eggman, they are the Eggman, I am the Walrus, goo-goo-gee-choo. Okay, so maybe I Am a Walrus was a bad pick for learning English. All right, next song. And look, I'm magically back at school again. It might be a little loud in the hallway. Let's do another John song that's not I Am the Walrus. This one is called Don't Let Me Down. Don't let me down. It basically means don't disappoint me. Don't ruin the things that we have. The singer here, John, is clearly in love with someone. Some will say it's Yoko Ono. And he says that he's in love for the first time. I'm in love for the first time. Don't you know it's gonna last? So he's hoping that person won't disappoint him. That phrasal verb let down can be tricky because we could actually have someone picking up another person and they might say, "Hey, let me down." So literally they would be bringing them back down to the ground. But this could happen with a friend, or if you're in love with someone And if they let you down, it's a disappointment. Maybe they cheated on you. That would certainly let you down. Maybe they were talking about you behind your back. That's a saying we have when someone is saying bad things when you're not in the room. It's never good to talk behind someone's back, especially a friend. And from the first time that she really done me, oh, she done me good. And since this is a family channel, I don't think I should really talk about what she done me means, but I'll let you use your imagination for that one. Hey, I hope you have all enjoyed this lesson. If you're looking for a couple more English lessons with the Beatles, there are two teachers I recommend, Bob the Canadian and English Like a Native. I will leave the links to their lessons in the description box below. If you are looking for more English lessons from me, here is a playlist of all super short English lessons. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.